We are back. Ready to play some Death Stranding. Let's check a few things quick. Gotta make sure that everything's working. Oh yeah, hold on. One more thing. I'll be right back. There we go. That's better. Here we go. Back to delivering packages for America. Their magic fetus. Okay, we can't forget about the dodging ghosts. What am I doing? Right. Come on. Yep.
Sam, if you're in the middle of a run and decide you need to secure your cargo temporarily or entrust it to another porter, you'll want to make use of a post box. In addition to cargo, post boxes can also be used to share gear and weapons, if you're so inclined. Now, I'm sure you've used them before, but humor me and build one. Maybe between Capital Knot and that way station. If you're lacking a PCC, I'm afraid you'll just have to scrounge it up yourself.
Okay. Sure. Why not? There's other stuff I didn't get on the mountains around here that I wanted to.
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes with...
Oops. Okay. What does that do? Yes. Okay. Wait, no. Hold A. There we go. Yes.
Order assigned. Sam, assuming you've got your PCC in order... Head to the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions lifted.
This isn't in ghost territory, is it?
Arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
All right, awesome.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine post box. If you access it and select Share Locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
Over here!
Hmm. I didn't want it to go bad because it's that stupid, that what is it, the time fall, the rain that makes things age.
Anyone?
I need to stop pressing that button. We'll take this ladder and go back up.
Oh, hold on. Almost toppled over.
Hello! Over here! God damn.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
When do we get the motorcycle?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons
Too
will remain
close.
locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Take delivery. What if I do that?
Delivering cargo.
Okay. We probably get a lot more for just taking it there ourselves. Private locker.
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
Do so from a specific terminal you use to store them. Oh, okay. So anything I put in. Okay. Wait. Stay. Private locker. And then hold A for it to be done. Gotta remember that. That's gonna take me some getting used to. All right. we're good. 2 letters declining. Really?
Order assigned.
It's we want to have to cross once. Like, this is where it's most narrow. Alright, there we go. Got a destination.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, we're gonna need new boots soon.
Today's a good day.
Well. Is there a spooky ghost or something?
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Not again.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Oh, I'm not doing so hot this time.
have to call this one a failure.
Huh. What am I doing? What we just did? Yes. Okay. E-ban. Let's try again. No, we don't
Hello.
have- Climb into the mountains if we have to. We'll see.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Wonder if we can get through this without being pinged. Like if we just don't go that close to the riverbank. Or if that's just part of what the mission is, that just happens. Yeah, that guy is over there.
Come on.
We have to go through that narrow.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Okay, well, we're in better shape than we were last time. Okay, chill, jeez.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
How come I don't know better?
Over here!
No, don't do that. Ah, I gotta stop pressing that button. It's just up this river. That ladder. What's a sign for a ladder? So maybe we get onto that little island? See, let's check that out.
Feel that?
Okay, there's the one.
don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Hey!
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Game is messed up. Is that a vehicle?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain armed until deployment. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Well, we made it. Jeez.
Way station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right?
I
The guy
guess.
expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries.
Yeah, that's me.
So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Huh. Oh, wow. What does that do?
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Hooray.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Additional functionality to the facility, such as ability to fabricate equipment. Weapons via the delivery terminal. Okay. Okay. It's now connected to the chiral network, enabling you to see and access other players' structures. Fantastic.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
I want to take a nap.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Okay.
Good work.
I'm just gonna rest in private room. Yeah.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A steel mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the steel mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data.
What?
Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
That's so weird. I still don't understand what the handcuff is for.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Why can't anybody just let me sleep?
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Or weird.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Try relic. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're
Wait.
taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
All right. Wait. Deal. Okay. Thanks for delivering those rare metals, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry we got your hopes up, and I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world, even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make the simplest deliveries. He's bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, while we're a bit short on materials at the moment, I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on it. More oxy. More than oxy. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. Oh. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up science reporters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it. America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin too. But that's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us a glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. And thinking about putting up signs again even. Watchtowers too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us with the mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? Show us how it's done. No, I'm not scared of anything. Never have been, never will be. Try standing still. Oh, yeah. Losing blood due to damaged feet. Oh, footwear is damaged. If footwear is damaged, you will retire more easily. Sandalweed. Okay. Consciousness has to do with blood, right? Indicates deep water where Sam will be swept away. Oh, okay. That is important information. I probably should have read this, right? Okay. Timefall. The timefall will accelerate the passage of time for anything it touches. Timefall accelerates. Yeah. Try to move to a place where there is no timefall as quickly as possible. Mules steal your cargo. Stolen cargo will be stored in a postbox somewhere in hostile territory. Other items, including your personal effects, will be dumped elsewhere. Optimize load. Building structures will take up chiral bandwidth. Chiral bandwidth will increase by raising your connection level with clients near. Okay. Yeah, we do that by getting likes. More likes you exchange with receiving likes. Ladders. Effects of timefall on items not carried in equipment not carried in a container deteriorates when timefall touches it. Equipped tools and equipment hung from attachments will be severely affected by timefall. I'm gonna throw the stream and be right back. I will be right back. I'm gonna put the dog outside. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright, sorry about that. He's a big boy, we can't have him going in the house. Well, that stuff works. Right. Oh, is this where all the lore is? Alright. Tools and drone syndicate. Hardment. Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America. In order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by reestablishing a delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated, AI managed. Deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system, but things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we started seeing cases what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man, and indeed the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be part of the process, so laws were put in place and we stepped back into the picture again. And then what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought a whole new disorder. Delivery dependence syndrome, they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into mules, the mules we know and love today. Okay, bridge bait. Year ago. Look, I'm kind of new here at Bridges, so I don't know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs if that's what you want. They call me Deadman. On account of my familiarity with the dead, get it? Yeah, haha. We've always been on good terms, you see. Used to have regular little chats back when I worked at the morgue. Anyways, that's also the reason I work on BB maintenance and research. Learn more about those who are no longer with us. But I digress. The fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into the little guys had already been conducted long ago. But no one took the plunge and put what they discovered to practical use. Still, what that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs, most of the work has already been done for us. We just needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work. Not how they can detect BTs or how they can connect this world with the other side. We still have much to learn about our little friends, but one thing is certain. Their continued study will lead us to greater understanding of the Stranding and of life and death itself. That much I can assure you. Well, I think that's about all I have to tell you today. Hopefully I have something new to share next time we chat. Chew the fat. See you around, I guess. I'm Timefall was first recorded when the Death Stranding occurred. And despite all the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how or why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water after having done so. Some researchers have gone as far as to posit this process as stealing time. As for why timefall is observed only in certain places, all that we know for certain is that it is somehow affected by local chiral concentrations. This is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, you understand. We humans can conceive of our own deaths, and even in the possibility of a place beyond death, yes? We have the capacity to conceptualize the future, an evolutionary advantage which aided our development as a species. Well, what if Timefall has given us a new, supercharged version of this essential ability, one that will take us to the next stage of our evolution? Perhaps we wouldn't need to hole ourselves up in the not cities. Perhaps in time, the Death Stranding will come to be seen as a phenomenon that saved our species. Exciting thought, I'm sure you'll agree. I for one, can't wait to set out on our journey. Who knows what awaits? No, I want to know about these. All these bugs, cryptobiotes. They were recorded in the reference book and database back before the Death Stranding, but nobody ever thought to give them a proper classification. So cryptobiotes, they stayed. Their name for the process of cryptobiosis, which means hidden life. When environmental conditions get too harsh or resources too scarce, cryptobiotes can shut down their metabolic processes and enter an almost death-like state in order to survive. Tardigrades and sleeping chironomids are capable of this too, but cryptobiotes are on a whole other level. They can survive anything and anywhere, even on the beach or in the sea. They aren't capable of prolonging only their own lives. Humans who eat them acquire a limited resistance to timefall too. You won't find them lying around just anywhere, though. You need to know where to look. Not many people have even knew they existed until recently, so next to no research has been done. But now that their beneficial properties have been recognized, I'm willing to bet they'll play an important role in helping us understand the beach, the Death Stranding, and everything else. Alright. What do we have for orders? Nothing.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Aren't you supposed to do this from time to time?
Nice.
Let's check out BB. Look at the order on the terminal. See what we gotta do next. Take an order. Take a new order at the distribution center west of Oh, we gotta go back to where we just came from. Okay. Examine equipment rack. I need new boots. Need new boots. Change color scheme. Oh, this just changes the stuff you're wearing. All right, time to go.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB's stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pot, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Why? I thought I was supposed to check the delivery terminal up here.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Oh, this should be fun. Mules. Mules, steep slope river. Okay.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Okay. These ladders are pretty jacked up. Make sure we get used to them. No, cancel. Verb.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
This one's for you.
So I'm going to guess that we go back and get this item that we need to get so that they can use the printer. And then we'll be able to make something that lets us use the bike.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
You're just gonna scan me again in 5 minutes when I walk out.
Until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Attack X, and you will repeatedly to knock them unconscious.
Looks like a path.
Sam. Before you approach the mule drop site, recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Okay, PCC. And select watchtower.
Patience is a virtue, I guess.
Construction complete.
So it's there. That thing. Chip, what is that?
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Our boy Kojima sure does like his stealth, doesn't he? Ladder's moving. What does that one mean? Mules. Okay, yeah. When
If you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
Alright, how do we move our cargo? This ladder back on. Can you put these things then? Okay, let's put that back. Unbelievable ladder. Alright. That's what we came here for. Alright, hold on. Good. Don't want those.
What you looking for, dumbass?
Norman. Let's get out of here.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. All we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it did. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
I mean, I did just rob them. So, I mean... Seems like they need to be more worried about me than me about them. Wait a minute. There we go. Sorry, my chat got all messed up. I'm not that far into the game. I'm still learning stuff.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I'm only like a couple hours in. And I did fail one of the deliveries.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
Got your stuff. Make delivery. This do. Okay.
I just about given up on this. I owe you one.
Okay. You're welcome. Following can now be viewed via your cufflinks. The Seven Samurai.
Thank you for your contribution.
Alright, let's deliver this requested cargo.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Less with the talkie, more with the rewards.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are.
Stole
out there.
some.
Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges
thanks.
standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Or you steal them from the bad guys. Okay, new interview data acquired. Necrosis in the ancient Egyptian life and death. 2 years ago, distribution center west of Capital Knot City and the chiral network. Following new hologram. Gain access to a level 2 or higher structure and... Okay. Oh boy, more structures can now be built. The amount of materials Sam can use is increased. Neat. I know what almost none of that means.
See you around.
Goodbye.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Fabricate equipment. We can make boots now. Place in private locker. What's this do? Capsule containing Sam's condensed. Breaks open. It's got a noticeable effect on BTs, although the only way to find out what that effect might be is to try it. Of course. Okay, we've got a climbing anchor. Bring it back. We need to. We make a ladder. We need to make a ladder. Fabricate equipment. Want a ladder? Yes. Make it. There. Timing anchor's a little beat up, but that's okay. There. I'm still so confused. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, orders for Sam. Collect crystals. They're over by the BTs? Oh, fun. Let's go, I guess. Let's listen to the briefing.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them, especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Okay. You gonna give me that stuff that I need? Need 2 PCCs for it. Okay, let's go. We'll go get some crystals. Give Hartman something to talk about.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector.
Keto.
As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks,
golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these 3 things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned.
Hold on. What all do I have on me? I only need one of these. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait, yeah. I keep wanting to press B to get out of the menus, but you gotta hold down A. Well, hey now. Well, there. No, no, it just fixed itself.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Yeah, everybody's got really interesting names. There's Deadman, Hartman, Die, Hardman. Maybe Bad Ass Man.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Look, crystals.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your Ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Point of that ladder. Okay, we got what we came for, and we got some extra. Let's get out of here. Go turn this crap in. How many crystals do I need? I'm good, right? Oh, they want 100. Oh, okay.
Thanks for the help. Looks like a way through. There we go.
But they want 100. Oh, I think we're good. We'll grab this one and then we'll get out of here.
There we go.
Time to leave.
Just a bit further now.
I don't understand why you're so upset, Norman.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam.
Sweet Sam.
Cairo crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Cairo crystals you're carrying.
Seems simple enough.
Keep on keeping on.
Alright. First, let's store the citizens. And then we'll cycle. No, that's what's new. Delivery terminal, recycle. Chiral crystals. Only do 100 at a time.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Neat. Ready data for the following container repair spray. Oh, that sounds cool. We could repair stuff that chiral crystals can now be used in all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the distribution center west of Capital Knot City has increased. Bridges have added data for a new structure to your PC. I can make a bridge now. Cool. To your delivery terminals, claim materials.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Okay. Getting achievements. Skilled handler. You've achieved delivery volume grade 10. You can now carry more cargo. Some.
Oh, before I forget. This is for you.
Is it to charge the motorcycle? Better be to charge that damn motorcycle.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Okay. One on back, and then private locker. Locker. Wait.
Be seeing you.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Okay. So then, should what we be doing with main materials from facility? So this will just increase the number that we have here. Okay. I see how this works. All right, that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you for your continued support.
You're welcome. Arcade equipment.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Maybe I... I have two of these? I guess we can go see how the bridge works.
Thank you for your contribution.
There are also orders. Oh, they want me to make a bridge there. Let's try the bridge first. That will make doing that job easier, right? Build a bridge at the designated construction site. Okay. Accept orders. I think we're good. Wait, we need the PCC, don't we? And then we need the PCC.
Order assigned.
Wait a minute. Okay, now we put them on our back, right? There, that looks better. Go. Remove all these we don't need anymore. There.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on. Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place.
Oh.
With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Okay, I see. So you use the PCC to put down the base.
Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Complete structure. So this game is basically post-apocalyptic Amazon Employee of the Month.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
We'll look for cargo. Ooh, crystals. Yes, yes, I learned that the hard way. You don't have to keep reminding me. Delicious bugs. Oh, I left that stuff behind.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I feel it.
All right, let's take this back.
Huh. Footpath.
This game is interesting.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter.
Sam, got a new order for you.
Okay. Now we can make whatever we want here, more or less.
Thank you for your continued support.
You're welcome. Every time I go to turn in materials, they show me my dead mom. what's on my back that's not so good? Oh, this. That has to go back to... Hold on, where's that going?
Thank you for your contribution.
So we need to go back to the area we left. That means we have to get through the BTs again, too. Let's take a look at them. So if we follow the same path we came in, we should be good, right? We can take the bridge. It's gonna be tricky. Go up. I guess we could try going around there up to the incinerator and then down around instead of through BT territory. First things first, let's if we use this. Okay. So now that that's not repaired, we can bring it back to here. What does the orange mean? Oh, that must be mule territory. Okay. But it's not even about the BTs here, it's about the mules. So what if... Well, let's go try. I mean, it's not like we're in a real hurry to do anything. So let's go around this way. Try to go around the outside as much as we can. And then there, I guess we try to kit up here. We'll see what that looks like.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant
Oh, hold on, let's put that back on our... Put the spray on our back again. There we go.
Sam, got a new order for you.
Yeah, I'll
Another
get to it when
delivery
I
to make
get to
and a
it.
knock to link up. Check the terminal when you have a moment.
I'm exploring, I'm figuring things out. Learning. I wants it, I needs it. Oh, do you think we get a way to charge it after we go to the wind farm? would make sense.
There we go.
Two destroyed PCCs.
That's a big one.
Alright, let's go up and around through the hills. I think there's more crystals over there, but... What was that? I did not like it. Don't like that. Uh-oh. Stay in the hills. Right there. Shit.
That was close. We've walked up worse.
Oh, we're draining our stamina real quick. Let's put that back on our back.
Looks like you've got an empty container there, huh? Feel free to submit junk like that to Bridges.
Okay. We can recycle it. No, damn it. There we go. We're gonna climb a mountain. Take a little break. Can we put a... Oh, I don't have one with me. Ah, doofus. Oh well. We're gonna go back this way and explore some.
Anyone?
Oh, don't! God, I've been playing I've been playing 9 Souls, and that's what you press to bring out the map. See if we can't find anything up here too.
Nice.
Anybody here?
Oh no, damn it. Is there a point to climbing up there? Ah.
We've got company.
closer. Not that much closer, apparently. Last time we were up here, we got chased by some crazy octopus squid thing.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, we got getting all sorts of these crystals.
Wow. There we go. Nice.
All right. We're gonna go back to Capital Knot City. Why not?
Nice.
That marked. Apparently I missed a bunch of stuff over here.
There we go.
Man, that's so much stuff. Must be... the stuff must spawn. Getting real heavy.
Yeah, this is nice.
So interesting.
There we go.
Keep on keeping on. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Someone's happy.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
Yeah, this is just a bunch of deliveries. That's it's a relaxing game if you're not dodging ghosts. I'm really interested to see where the story goes.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright. Deliver lost cargo. All of it.
Thanks for the delivery. Gotta say, we really appreciate you going the extra mile.
Uh-huh.
Good work.
Okay, what else did we get? We can recycle some stuff. This. Recycle that. Recycle this. Oh, wait. Isn't full? It is. Never mind. Carry that. There. Sure.
Thank you for your continued support.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna fabricate one of these. These. One of these. Do I not have a private locker here? Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, we should have used the grenade. Okay, we should go out and go out there and use that with a purpose. Let's leave all the rest of this stuff here. You know what? We'll keep that. Oh, can we not? Well, let's find out. Let's find out if we can repair it with this spray.
Thank you for your
So if I get the spray out, point it backwards. Did it change anything?
Anybody home?
No. Okay, well, that was a waste. Let's put that back in the... Oh, let's save. Oh! Alright, we're gonna go throw a bomb at a BT and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Name's Sam.
Hi, Sam. Yeah, let's try to go there. Did you see a hologram waving at me? Alright, we're gonna go throw this bomb. At one of them stupid ghosts.
Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
I almost wonder. Seems like more and more stuff drops.
Looks like a way through. Nice.
I know half the stuff that was here wasn't here last time I went through.
There we go. There we go.
Look at this legend, just leaving everything I need right where I need it.
Today's a good day. This one's for you.
Here we go. All right.
There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get stuff for the way station west. Look at all that stuff. That weird noise. Okay, we're gonna move our cargo around a little bit. Medical instrument. Etched to suit. There. Did we bring any tools with us? Or am I an idiot? Oh, I'm dumb. That's okay. Do the best we can with what we've got.
Too close.
Almost there. We have so much stuff. We're only gonna make it worse. We're gonna make Norman Reedus strong. We're so close. Surely one more won't hurt, right? It's a auto arrange cargo. Yeah, we're not tipping over as much.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Cargo verified. Thank you.
We found so many things. Big delivery. Deliver lost cargo. Look at all that. Return. Sure.
Delivering cargo.
I'm so glad you're here. Gotta say, you truly are incredible.
I know. New interview data. Excrete. Okay, I have more bandwidth. Ask frame color. Okay. Oh, stuff. Huh.
All right then. Thanks for everything.
Good work.
Okay. Can I recycle things? Like these? Alright. Guess we will do the grenade next later.
Thank you for your continued support.
Of course.
Thank you for your contribution.
We are going to save here. Because it is about that time. So, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is on whatever platform you are watching from if you enjoyed the stream, because I am everywhere. I am on X, Kick, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Here are the links for the X and the Discord, which are the easiest ways to keep up with the channel and what's going on. It's also a good way to have some say in what we play. Yes, I stream Tuesdays from 10:30 p.m. Central Time to about now. So if you want to come back, that's when you'll find me on. I just want to thank everyone who stopped in, everyone who chatted, everyone who, you know, lurked, followed, whatever. And I will see you guys all next time.